to today's 12-hour Academy Day stream for newer, and new to streaming Dungeon Masters. Before we go and say hello to the wonderful Bonnishka and this fantastic supporting crew, please take a word from our sponsors and us. First of all, check out our social links. There's no such thing as social distancing in the 21st century because we have the internet, friends. Join us in Discord. Come and talk about all your favorite shows. And if you don't have any favorite shows on the Academy yet, then you're just not trying hard enough. We've got hours of content on YouTube. Go and watch something. Come back and talk to us about it. Trust me, you won't regret. Check out Tactics and Diplomacy. It was amazing. Also, check out and I Love Blythesmith as well. And pretty much all the shows. Just go and check them all. Also, if you want to get into a game yourself, send me a DM on Twitter, and I'll get you in a game. It's as simple as that. That's our whole shtick here. We like to get new players into this hobby. So, send me a DM. I'll put you on my waiting list. You'll wait tops 8 weeks, and then I'll be like, I need to go and come play! And then you'll come and play. It'll be great. Also, the YouTube link's there, so I've already talked about the YouTube. What else do we talk about? We also talk about our sponsors. First of all, big thank you to Hero Forge. Hero Forge, who make these wonderful minis. Whoop-em. This is one of the ones from their $3.1 million Kickstarter, 6,000% funded. This is not a painted mini. This is actually resin color printed. Resin color printed. It comes out with a professional finish. This is just a prototype, and keep your eyes on the show, because the word on the street is that we'll be working with them as they bring new things out. What else do we have? We have the Deck of Many. The Deck of Many, with their wonderful flashcards these are animated flashcards that you can donate to have affect the game. Would I throw that at a new Dungeon Master? Yes, I would, Bonnie. Stay on your toes. They're expensive though, and I know at the moment there's a pandemic going on, so I understand if you're on prioritizing the stream at the moment. It's hard, but I understand. But do feel free to throw those cards at Bonnishka if you feel need to. Also, the Humblewood campaign. If you want to play as a burb or a deer or a small mouse folk or the little owl, do you see the little owl? Then you can, and you can do so right here on this channel as well. If you send me a DM to get into a game, this is one of the games that you could end up playing. We're playing the official content from Humblewood. So they just reached level 2 in the campaign. If you have the book and you're trying to follow along, you should know where that milestone is. Also, our longest running sponsor, Mage Hand Press. Mage Hand Press, who made the Dark Matter expansion for 5e. If you like D&D and you like space, you need to check out this book. And you know where you can find it? In your local game store. They recently signed with Diamond Comics Publishing, so if you go and ask your local nerds, they can stock it for you. It has everything in this book. Race, class, expanded spell list, ships, ship combat, blasters, and other equipment. You name it, it's got it. Go and check it out. There's nothing more... Oh, wait, hang on, copyright. There's nothing more Blafnader than the hold ship spell, in my opinion. Hero Forge, Deck of Many, Mage Hand Press. Okay, everyone. Let's go around and say hello to our wonderful players. We're going to start with... Oh, I've got you down as a Dreadlord at the minute. Is that accurate, Bonnishka? Should I leave you titled as a Dreadlord, or would you rather be a Dungeon Master? You tell me.
I mean, Dreadlord sounds pretty epic. I think the actual term is Game Master. But can you change it to Disaster Master instead?
Disaster Master, yeah, sure. And Bonnishka, how are you doing?
Great. I'm Bonnishka. I'm Bonnishka on Twitter. I don't really stream except for occasionally on this channel, so support them. But I'm very excited to be here and playing this system. Second time ever for me, so let's do this.
Hell yeah. I have not updated everyone's names properly because that is not Real Hope Lavelle. Real Hope Lavelle was here yesterday. This is that Kayla person, I say as I type. Kayla, how are you doing?
Hi. I'm that Kayla person, as my name now reflects.
Hang on.
Hopefully.
Hang on.
Hanging.
I've also got your character name down wrong. We'll sort that out in a second. Okay, yeah, yours is right. I'll sort Kent's out before we get to him.
Hi, I'm that Kayla person. You can find me on Twitter. I'm not really in any games currently. So, I don't know. Just hanging out, doing stuff. like Bonnie said, support the channel. Yay. Because this is pretty freaking dope to spend a Saturday afternoon with these lovely bastards. But yeah, that's really all I got.
That's all you got. Well, let's head next around the screen to Kent Weebs. Kent, how are you doing?
Hello, and welcome to the Scratticus Academy 12-hour amazing DMs extravaganza. Hi, I'm Kent Weaves, and Scratch should flip me as soon as possible. I do some streaming here on the internets when I have working internets. I will be playing some type of character today on this wonderful Learn As We Go gaming extravaganza eleganza. All right, Kent Weaves, excited to be here. Okay, I love you guys.
My god, you are flipped, Kent. Don't panic. Next around the screen, we have Kai at Academic. Kai, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. Hi. Hi everyone. My name is Kai. I can be found on Twitter as Academic. Yeah. I don't know what my character's called yet. We're gonna figure that out. And I'm excited because it's gonna be a mess. But a good one.
Yeah, it's going to be a mess, and it's going to be a wonderful mess.
Indeed it will be. Well, I cannot wait to get my teeth into whatever you have planned for us, Bonnie. I think without any further ado, we're ready to get into it, right? I think we're ready.
All
Actually, no, wait, we're not ready. Before we get started, chat, I want to see chat lighting up for a second. Can you just take a second to just comment on how beautiful everyone in this stream is right now? Look at them all. Look at all of the... Aren't they just glowing? Can we get some love in chat? Okay, now we're ready. Let's get some love in chat, then we're ready.
Aw, shucks. All right. So, because this is a totally new system and I'm the only one who has played this before, I want to go real quick over our characters. Each character, quick review, is going to have a motivation, a talent, and a tool, as well as a perk that we can use to influence our roles and hopefully get successes or interesting failures. So, who has a race? Everybody have a race? Excellent. So we will come to Kent last. Scrat, who are you playing? What race? And do you have a name for your character?
Yes. I just did it. Yep. Yeah. I remember. Sorry, I broke the cameras for a second. I will be playing a goblin, and my name will be Burble Goldrak Dinkle.
Wonderful. And have you figured out Burble's talent, motivation, or tool?
Their motivation is shinies. The way they execute that is sneaking. And what was the last one?
A tool?
Oh, a
item.
knife that's jagged and slightly too long.
Great. I love it. Thank you. You are set. Kai, I see you clearly have picked a race.
Yes. God, he hasn't got a name yet, but he's about a 5'3" long ferret.
I love it.
And he wears a little jacket, and he's got spectacles on his forehead. Because if I put them on, you can't see my eyes anymore on stream, which sucks. And this is how he talks. My motivation is I want to become a fancy lad because fancy people have better lives. And I found this spectacle on a wizard that was dead, and he looked pretty fancy, so now I'm fancy too. My talent is I would say I'm small and I can talk a lot of smack.
Okay.
Like I can just like say a lot I'm not saying it's good because I'm not smart, but I can talk a lot.
Okay. Great.
My tool. I couldn't think of a tool.
That's okay. I have a couple. Would you like a tuning fork or
Yes.
a horseshoe?
Oof, those are hard. I think a tuning fork because it's more fancy.
You got it. You now have a tuning fork. Okay, and we're gonna skip Kent unless he is ready to go.
So I could totally like do this right now if you just let me like, okay, what do I need to do?
Do you have a race in mind?
I am going to be playing a troll.
A big troll or a little troll?
So they're gonna be 6'1" and like 427 pounds.
Yes. Wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Does the troll have a name yet?
Yes. Their name is Adore the Booty.
Is that one word? Two words.
It's actually 3. So it's Adore,
Oh.
Del Boo, T.
Okay.
They are cinched for the gods.
Does Adore have a motivation?
They want to be the #1 drag superstar of the world.
I'm just gonna write down #1.
Okay. Okay.
And what is Adore best at? What's the talent?
She is a fantastic cook. Like, amazing. She can make things just instantaneously like magic. Crazy.
Wonderful. And do you have an item in mind, or would you like me to give you one?
She has a wig that changes with her mood.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Changes how? Changes shape, changes texture, changes color?
All of it. All of it. It can go from a short to just a big like curly mess to like different colors and everything.
Okay.
Let's call it a mood wig. I like that. It's a mood wig.
All right. Beautiful. Thank you very much. And I should have gotten this for the other characters. I apologize. I heard you use they and she. Are there preferred pronouns?
So she's a drag queen. So usually she'll take anything.
Okay. Great.
Literally anything.
I'm going to skip back to Kai. I heard you use he. Is that correct?
Yes, his name will be, well, his name is Archibald Preston Mansfield McAllister III, but you can call him Archie.
Thank you.
Oh, thank goodness I was getting my typing fingers out.
No, you can just type down Archie because he's not smart enough to remember his own names, probably.
Wonderful. And verbal, I see, is a they, them, correct?
Yes. Gender is fake.
Okay. And Kayla, last but not least, who are you going to be today?
So I'm going to be playing going between half and full. Let's just do full elf. Why not? Fuck it. Her name is Sybil. She is a she, her. She's a bit of a con woman, so power is going to be one of her big motivations, trying to basically get the next one up. Talent, she's very good at distracting people and being quick on the draw.
Mm-hmm.
And then her tool, I don't know if you can tell by me fiddling it with the whole time, is going to be a deck of cards that she basically uses to swindle people.
I love it. All right, so those are the basics of our characters. And the only other thing, I think I put this a little bit late, we do have character perks. Did you guys get a chance to look over those?
Yeah.
Okay.
I went with distracting.
Distracting, great. And you know what that does? You can use that during the moves. Did anyone else need help picking a character perk, an extra little way to help you through this adventure?
I would love you to just give me a perk for
That would be amazing.
Yeah, just give me a
Alright.
perk. I don't.
Yeah. I wrote down a couple, but like,
I have the moves list up. Okay, I'm doing pretty well.
Oh, there's a moves list. Hold on. What?
in the
Yeah.
roll 20. It's in the roll
it's
20.
in the
I
roll
put it in
20.
the roll 20 because I thought we are probably gonna need it. Burble,
Who are
I think
you?
you're
Who
going
is so
to be
wise?
a mastermind,
Oh.
which means that twice each session you may reveal you have done something at an earlier time. And we get to make one move as if you've already done that and set it up. So if somebody walks into a room, you can say, "Hold up, I'm a mastermind. I've trapped that room," and then we figure out how you've
Yeah,
trapped
I
it.
love that. I love that. I love that. Brilliant. I will
Okay.
abuse that power. Got it.
I am expecting it. That's why. Okay, and Archie, I think that you get to be tough,
Tough?
which means when you are rolling for harm, you survive if you roll equal to your level of harm. Additionally, when you spend zeal to avoid death, you get to roll an extra die on your next move.
I love
I
the
think-
Archie with your lisp is tough. This is just too cute.
This is adorable.
Tough. I can't even say it. Tough.
And
I'm gonna put in for Ken. Mayhem or Reckless seem like two big contenders.
yeah,
Mayhem.
I think. You want mayhem? Great. You may use prompts from critical failures as if they were scene traits. Additionally, once per session, you may narrate how a critical failure was actually a critical success.
Before we carry on as well, Renee was supposed to be with us today. Let's give Renee a quick shout out. Ray Diana, unfortunately, they came down with a migraine just like literally less than an hour before the show went ahead. So please send them love and pictures for when they come round. I know it's with migraines, it's difficult to look at screens or anything like that. But please send them as much love as you can. I've suffered with migraines in the past. It's horrible, and the nicest thing to wake up to is lots of love from other people. And pain-killing drugs. Yeah.
It's a bonus.
All right. So before we jump completely in, does anyone have any quick questions or anything that is unclear? Did y'all understand how we are going to roll today?
The D6?
Yep.
Okay.
So we roll 1d6 unless they get to use a trait or a talent or something to add another d6. We take the one highest die. Anytime you roll a 1, doesn't matter if it's highest or not, that's a critical failure. 2 to 3 is a fail with maybe some crumbs if I choose to give them out. 4 to 5 is a mixed success, and a 6 is a critical success.
All
I'm
right.
so ready.
This is
All
going to
right.
be mayhem because I don't even have the rules open. I only have the one move list going. So
That's it. That's all you need. That's all you got. We're
Okay.
good.
I'm excited.
I'm so happy to learn how to play this game. I don't read well anyway, so like even my sponsors know. Like they give me all these great books, and they know. They're like, "Hey Scrat, what do you think of this bit?" And I'm like, what page was that on?" And they're like, "I forgot." Justin,
right.
if you're in
Oh.
chat, I love you.
And the other thing I want to prepare you folks for is anytime we enter a new place or a new scene, or anytime I feel like it, I'm going to call on one of you for a one-word prompt to either describe the scene or to continue an action. Yep, I'm fully. I know what I'm getting into.
I
It's fun.
I applaud you.
She's played with us for a whole season, and she's letting us prompt this with words. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's
I
gonna
will-
be alright.
I know we had an extensive conversation before about lines and veils. I will remind you of those. So just be careful of your prompts. But I'm looking forward to a good game.
And for the content warning in chat, everyone, we're not saying all these things are definitely going to appear, but we spoke about them before the game, and we will be okay to touch on those things. So those are things that we could touch on. So. Oh, I should get a tweet going as well and get people retweeting the tweet, I guess, huh?
I think there's a tweet live. I'll just.
I can't wait to lip sync for my life.
Oh dear God.
Someone help us. All of us. Please.
We're beyond help.
God.
Just so you know, I've been watching during this quarantine every season imaginable of RuPaul's Drag Race.
Who's your favorite?
Adele Delano. Duh.
That's fair.
Because that's me. Literally me.
I'm always going to be a fan of Latrice Royale.
Oh my god, Latrice Royale is like what I'm basing this character off of today.
She is my bitch. Just, my god, that queen.
But I might channel a little bit of Alaska too with a hi.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay, we've got all of our alerts done. People are retweeting the tweet. I think we're ready.
Do this. It is morning. You are all waking up in your days, your little beds, and your little rooms in this dungeon, actually. You're all in service to She of the Shadows, an up-and-coming villain, if you will, bad guy, evil person, who has set up shop in this area of the world. It's kind of a remote side of the world, not actually very populated with adventurers, and for anyone who may be a little more experienced as a minion, may be wondering why this part has been picked, but She of Shadows will not be questioned. She of Shadows has an evil plan, and you are all here to help her accomplish it. For when She of Shadows is done, this right here, this very dungeon will be legendary. Adventurers will come from all over, even other planes of existence, to raid this dungeon. You have all been working for days. This dungeon has been crafted lovingly or hatingly, depending on how you motivate yourself. Each stone has been placed so particularly. Each trap has been rigged to within just the tension has was doing so well there for a quick second. The springs are almost ready to snap. But there's one problem that no one has really been aware of until this morning. As you're all preparing for the day, getting dressed and perhaps nibbling on whatever your breakfast may be, a gong rings out through the entire dungeon. Bong! Bong! And you know it's the signal to come to the main room, the gathering hall, the throne room, essentially, and meet with She of the Shadows. So, you all gather up your tools, your whatever you may bring with you, perhaps breakfast, and you come to this room. And, yep, you got your your knife. And this is the new room. So I would like verbal. I would like a one word to describe the scene that you all walk into in this throne room.
Sanguine.
I believe I know what that word means, but can you just give me a quick definition just in case?
Okay, so I'm kind of half quoting here. I've been playing a lot of Oblivion, y'all, and the secret word to get into the Dark Brotherhood dungeon is sanguine. It means red, but it's kind of like a vampire's way of saying crimson.
Oh, I thought it was like yellow sunshiny. I don't know what I was thinking, so I'm glad I asked for that. Yes.
It's often
This
used to describe blood.
Very good. And this word is very apt for this room. For yes, there are places that you can step and not be stepping into the blood, as it were, but there are rivulets and channels in the floor, and maybe even little purposefully placed spouts in the ceiling to channel little drops of, is it blood? Is it ketchup? Is it some kind of magical ooze? No one's 100% certain, but it drips down from the ceiling and flows down and then rivels all across the floor and starts pooling in very specifically placed spots. And then when this one fills up, it pours into the next one. And as you carefully step across these small burbling and drippling, you can hear like little and it just kind of sets this tone that I'm going to change the music for. And at the far end, she of the shadows is dressed in a long red robe that is overlaid with black shimmery sparkles. And as you all enter, she stands there with her arm raised, calling all of her minions in front of her. As you all know, the dungeon is now complete. And yet, we have no adventurers here. And I have discovered that no one has brought me the treasure to tempt them here. Now, I would like to know whose fault that is, and I will deal with them. But for now, you four, and she points to Burble, Sybil, Archie, and Adore, you four, fetch me some treasure and make sure it is the best treasure that will definitely bring people here. I don't want none of this gold. It has to be something epic, something worthy of our dungeon, something worthy of me.
Yes, ma'am.
I have a little question.
Yes, Burble.
Like, what sort of level of reaction are we going for here? Do we want the entire kingdom raining down on us at once, or just like the occasional interested murderer thinking, oh, well, I do want some of these?
We've been building this dungeon to be epic. We need an epic treasure.
Everyone at once, got it.
Yes. And everyone at once twice. That is the level that I want.
All right.
That's a lot of people now.
Well, I expect you all to be able to handle it. If you need help finding a treasure, there's of course the library that you can research, I suppose, but we need that treasure and we need it now. These traps won't keep forever.
We'll get right on it.
They're supposed
What?
to keep forever. We're supposed to redo the dungeon.
Excuse me, do I hear you contradicting me?
Nope.
That's what I thought.
What about a sickening supply of makeup? Wouldn't that get adventurers ready to go? Yes. Yes. Work Vogue it. Let's Vogue it.
Is it magical makeup?
I mean, it could be.
Then
I
yeah,
need to know.
absolutely.
I saw that last Jeffree Star palette that Adore had. It looked pretty magical to me.
It really was.
And surely only magical items come in velvet packages.
Crushed velvet.
Crushed
is
velvet.
Sickening, you guys. Sickening.
I'm telling you, crushed velvet, man.
I've got huddle, team huddle, team huddle.
All right, let's.
I've got a plan. Just knock this up right now.
Okay.
We want everyone twice to come, right?
I mean,
Yeah.
that's what I like.
Yeah, right, okay. All right. So there's 2 nearby kingdoms, right?
Yeah.
Well, hear me out. Bear with me. If we were to
With
take...
you.
No, not. There's not a bear with me, Archie. You're all right. I mean, hang on a
I'm the
second.
only
Goblin
bear
with him.
here. I'm the only bear here.
Hi.
You got a goblin with him. It's okay.
Yeah, so right. all of the knights would scramble to save a prince or a princess, right? But kidnapping princes and princesses is pretty hard. So,
Illegal.
we're running a dungeon, Archie. Things are gonna get illegal. Now, what I'm thinking
That's
is,
gonna do something to my credit score.
we go to one dungeon. No, not dungeon. We're in a dungeon. We go to one kingdom, right?
Yeah.
And we convince the prince of that kingdom that he wants to fall in love with the princess of that kingdom. Then we've stolen 2 kingdoms, princes and princesses. That's 2 lots of people wanting to come here. And then we get them all, we convince them that this is the best place to hide out. And then we haven't actually attacked anyone. We haven't done anything wrong. We're in the clear. And she of the darkness gets exactly what she wants. Everyone come in here twice.
Tell them it's a perfect date spot. And we could put on a performance for them. And it'd be really, really just amazing. It'd be an extravaganza, but then we'd leave notes for the king and queens of the other kingdoms that they've been kidnapped. But really, they're just trying to get to know each other here at the dungeon.
Yeah, and I mean, if they happen to be emos, no decoration required. Otherwise, we might need to do a little bit.
Just a little, yeah.
I could make it work.
You can make it a little bit less wet.
No, we like it wet. Wet makes it good, queen.
It kind of gets into my fur.
I mean,
Matt.
you can ride on my shoulder.
To a gentleman just walks on his 2 feet. Thank you very much.
Okay, fair enough. I just have one thing. The she of darkness. Does she want physical treasure? Because that might be the only crux to your little
If we
plan.
happen to be in a castle, I mean, we can get a little sticky fingered, and then no matter what we steal, we can say, "Oh yeah, this treasure's great. You watch how many knights and knights come and stuff," and then she'll be like, "Oh, yeah."
Then wait. And then when they're both coming in here, we separate and divide, conquer both of their places while they're here, all distracted, confused with each other. We take over the 2 kingdoms. Boom. We have
I
our
got a
own
question.
stuff.
Hang on a minute.
I got a
Hang on a minute. Go on.
And then
What if the princess is really ugly?
they're never ugly, darling. They're never ugly. They've got money. Money makes you beautiful.
Then what if the other princess is very ugly?
Or just tell them that they've got lots of land.
What if they're not into each other?
Well, that's part of the magic, isn't it? We have to convince them. You know, come on, you've all watched movies, haven't you? Or something like that. You've read books. You know, they're like, "Oh, I don't like that person, I hate him." And then they go on a magical quest together where they're like, "Oh, I hate him, I hate her." And then by the end of it, they're fucking smooching.
Or if they're in the same cell for a perfect amount of time, they will fall in love with each other.
Desperation, yes. Desperation
Sickening.
equals love.
Exactly. That's how I first met my first husband.
That's just Norway syndrome, isn't it?
So we're gonna have to kidnap not one person, but
No. We just pretend
2.
to kidnap them. We
Okay.
convince them. Right.
Then
I
they're
can
not
see what you're
actually
saying.
going to fall in love with each other, or you just want them to.
That's kind of secondary.
There's a lot of holes in this plan.
but
I'm
you are
sensing
right.
a lot of holes.
You are right. What we should do is do a little bit of reconnaissance and find out what they like, and then tell them that the other person is all of those things that they like and that they're here, even if they're not. And then we don't care if they actually fall in love. We're not matchmakers. We're stealing kingdoms.
You
Would
want
we
to
just
just
tell
go
them?
door to door and just be like, "Hey, it's the census. What kind of flowers do you like?"
No! Look! We're thieves and stuff, right? We all know how to steal things. It's just, they're bound to have, diaries, or handmaidens,
So
or
we're gonna dig through
squires.
the trash looking for their identities.
Yes!
Well, you bet
Yes,
hope they don't have a
identity
shredder.
theft.
I don't know about you guys, but I've done that at least 3 times in the past 2 years, so I'm
Well, then
all
you're an
about stealing
expert.
identities. I mean,
I steal identities every night. Work, bitch. Work, bitch. Work.
Well, I've never been to a castle. I'd like to see one.
Well, that's a granted. You will definitely get to see a castle.
Maybe two.
Oh, that's
Oh.
more than one.
Or,
That's more than
hang
one.
on a minute. I've got it. We're going to need a paintbrush. We make a bunch of signs. This could avoid the whole love problem altogether. We make a bunch of
okay.
signs saying fire assembly point this way, pointing to our dungeon. Then we go to both their castles. And we set fire to them.
That'd be fucking lit.
I'm here for all of these plans.
That would be.
I'm for this plan, however, I'm going to put out one problem.
What's that?
She of the Darkness wants people coming here repeatedly, not just one time because we set their house on fire.
Yeah.
We just have to keep setting them
So-
on fire with our personality.
I mean,
Sorry.
I like the first plan because you can sort of like if they come here looking for the people, and that's fine. Then they come here once, and then if we steal all their stuff while they're gone, then they'll have to come again to get the stuff.
And then it's a recurring cycle. The first time they come here, we do that. We go out, we steal their stuff.
Don't worry.
Then they come back again, get their stuff back. And then while they're here again, we go out and get their stuff. And it's just a constant cycle of us stealing their things.
All right.
and-
Don't worry.
I have a sickening idea. What if we make paper mache or like fake dragon eggs, right? But they don't know it's fake. But you know, your treasure of dragons, everyone would flock to that. But then we just have to kill them. And so if they're dead, they will never get the treasure because we're sick and they're not.
Yeah, but we won't repeat customers.
No,
Right.
I get it. No, Ador's right. Once the rumor goes round, they'll want to keep on coming back. I mean, I've done this a lot. I'm considered a bit of a mastermind. I've been offered jobs everywhere. I nearly got offered a job in the Tomb of Horrors, but I
The
didn't
Tomb
like.
of
Oh,
Horrors.
wow.
Yeah,
That's impressive.
Honestly,
You know,
no,
that
it
is-
sounds
Resume?
great. It sounds great. No, I didn't actually take it up. I didn't like their life
okay.
insurance policy. It kind of consisted of being dead. So
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't
fair.
go for that one.
That's
But
not very ensuring.
My friend Sharon Needles.
everyone's
she
heard of the
hates it.
Tomb of Horrors, because it's full of treasure. But how many people have actually been in to see if it's full of treasure?
That's
Well,
true.
And
it's
lived.
dressing all
That's
up.
true.
Right?
That's very true. So, the first group we killed.
Once they've failed once, we can then put out rumors that they weren't trying to save princes and princesses. They were coming for treasure, but they got defeated by all of our greatness. And then we have the Tomb of Horrors effect, where we just perpetuate the rumors across the land.
So, are you suggesting
I'm
we
very good
lie?
about spreading rumors.
I mean, what about unlimited power? They come, they win, they got unlimited power, but they never win. So they just keep coming because, who doesn't want power?
Eventually, they'll start coming just so they can say they've beaten. We need a name for this dungeon.
We do
Break
need
huddle
a
for a
name
second. Break huddle
Oh,
for a
okay,
second.
okay.
She of the Darkness!
It is She of the Shadows.
Sorry, She of the
Oh.
Shadows.
Yes.
We realised that reputation is a great bringer of custom to dungeons. For example, we've all heard of the Tomb of Horrors, right? Well, what's the name of our dungeon?
You better work.
It is the Catacombs of Despair.
Oh, right. That's got a lot of.
Oh, yeah.
That'll work.
That's pretty
That'll work.
fancy.
So COD. We're living in COD.
We're living in COD.
Okay. So we gotta get this duty going, bitch.
It's a very fishy name, if you ask me, but
I like it. It's easy to remember.
Thankfully, She of the Shadows did not hear that part. She already turned around and was dealing with something else.
Yeah, we could say,
Catacombs is catacombs of
uh,
cocoon of. Wait,
Catacombs. Catacombs. Catacombs.
I don't have
Catacombs.
catcombs. I would love a catcomb though. That'd be really cool.
You don't need a catcomb because your hair's already teased to hell, so
It could be
but
teased more, bitch.
think of the posters.
It just gets bigger and bigger.
Think of the
Like
advertising
you would have
opportunities.
like a poster and then a couple of very sad bees, you know, and then
How do
or
bees look sad? They haven't got faces.
people.
because they're the bees, they're in a catacomb.
Bees are
And they're
dying every day.
And at this moment, she of the shadows turns around and goes, "What are you all still doing here? You have a mission. Be
We're
gone."
mapping out our planet. Better work if we get it right here. Then it'll be less trouble.
Excuse
out.
me.
Yo, drag
don't
mother.
think-
Drag mother.
Shit, run!
I'm gonna
The
take
lipstick
my
for my
leave.
life.
Suddenly it's just a door. Like everyone else is split.
We've seen this too many times with the two of them start fighting, and we're just like, nope, out.
You look fierce today, Mother of Shadows. We'll go now.
On your way.
And she like lip syncs Vogue's out.
The catacombs of despair. Your life hangs in the scales.
We're gonna have to get more actors. I don't know if she's like thought about this, but we need people actually despairing.
Or you could just like put somebody in like a corner and then just make them go like really,
You're very good at that. You are very good at that, Archie.
"Ah."
Yeah.
And
I
then it
happen-
will just go through the entire thing, and if you go inside you're like, oh, that's a bad noise, and then you despair.
You can create a lot of like atmosphere with like shadows and things. I find. Give me 5 minutes and some paper mache, and I'll create something.
I've seen it. He's very good. They're very good.
You should
I
make
mean-
them do some lip syncing for their lives. And literally, if they get one of the words wrong, then we cut off their heads. There's the despair. There's the show.
We want them to
There's
come
your-
back.
We
No,
want them
no,
to
no,
come
no.
back.
We built I swear, we were digging for weeks, making all of those pits that they could just fall into. One bad word, they drop into the pit.
Yeah.
I like that.
Put them in the pit.
And we have them sing I Will Survive. And if they don't survive.
If they manage to finish it, we'll pull them out.
I don't know. If we
Right.
use the "I Will Survive" song, we might have to change the locks a lot.
Yeah, that's
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's make them lip sync scat.
I
No
assume
one
we're
can
walking
do.
and talking.
Yes.
I
I'm
think we are walking and talking.
heading
I mean,
out of the dungeon. But y'all are
We'll
having
just-
so much fun. I was just, carry on.
Can I just say, for one, I hate this dungeon because I imagine we're all literally like, all right, we know it by now, but it's like, jump 2 steps forward, jump to that stone over there, jump across that tripwire, duck underneath the holes in the wall.
Have you seen
Yes.
Galaxy Quest? You know when they're trying to get to the engine? Like, who built this starship?
But we have it so memorized at this point that it's just like second nature, where we're just like,
Just a commute, yeah.
there's,
Yep.
there's like a
You do
sign
it-
on the wall that says like 60 days since last fuck up.
Also, there's a little other sign that says no
62,
death drops
thank you.
here.
Oh yeah, but do we have like odds on which traps are gonna get people?
oh yeah, oh
Like,
yeah.
My money is on that pit trap right by the entrance. All right, that's where all my money's going. That's gonna get most
Mhm.
of the unwilling adventurers. I'm saying it now.
It's a good bet. It is
It's
a very
covered
good
with
bet.
like a frowny face. It's like you're right there, but there's like leaves, but some of the leaves are a little darker, and it just looks like a sad face.
No. You see, I am a mastermind, and I've come up with an even better way of disguising our pit trap, right? Very intricately, I have painted on the ground what looks like a pit trap right next to the pit trap. So when they go to go around the pit trap, they fall in the pit trap.
That's like a double elimination. Scandalous.
Took me ages to paint that, it did.
It did. It was worth it, though. It was very worth it.
I
Agreed.
practiced by doing that ladder painting. You know, the one where if you stand at the right angle, it looks like the ladder's standing against the wall.
Yeah.
It paid off. It's very convincing. I nearly fell into the pit. But as you can see, it's still 60 days, so I didn't.
That's why we're proud of you.
Thank you. I tried.
Very good. So you have all made it out of the dungeon, gathering your bits and pieces and perhaps little packs, maybe some rope. As you step out, Kai, what is the weather outside?
The weather is
Sanguine.
sanguine. Jesus fuck no.
Yoink.
There's a brisk, like clear skies, which makes it cold, but like the wind is present with a capital P.
Very good. It kind of comes along and lifts up all the people's loose hair and brushes along fur. Anyone who maybe is like drooling a little bit, maybe a goblin or so, might feel a little bit cold nipping at their chin.
Oh.
Leaves are kind of blowing a little bit, kind of getting stuck around. And you know that there are two kingdoms close by. There is the kingdom of Flotsam to the east and the kingdom of Jetsam to the west. And you know that both of them are definitely within a couple hours to get over there. And it's still fairly early morning. So you can definitely go to whatever the plan was decided.
All right. So what plan did we go with in the end?
I thought we were going to marry him.
Yeah, I think we were going with the Lev one. The fake kidnapping. Oh, we stole that princess. You should go save him. Otherwise, I don't know, something.
Yeah,
That's
right.
it. No. We stole their princess. They think you stole them. So you gotta go get the princess back. Bring it back to that kingdom before war happens.
No, we need to. No. Remember, the focus has to be the dungeon. We can't start a war. That'd be a disaster.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is they go to the dungeon because we stole the princess and the princess is in that dungeon. They know the truth.
Oh,
and...
I'm sorry. I thought you meant that we were going to be like, you stole my princess. No, you stole our prince. And, have the whole...
No, it's a classic. It's a classic.
It's a bait and switch.
It's a bait and switch. I mean, I knew a guy in Sicily who tried to do the same thing. He is a Sicilian. Didn't end up very good for him, but I think we could pull it off.
Very good. And you do know that the kingdom to the west, Jetsam, does have a princess, while the kingdom to the east has a prince.
Well, that wouldn't have really mattered. I'm sure we could have convinced two princes to get married, if they had a lot of land. Like, huge tracts of land.
Or you just say he has a big ass.
Archie, have you been drinking?
No, but I've been watching.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. You've been around a door too much. You better stay around. Stay away.
There's nobody in this dungeon. You gotta talk to somebody while you're putting down a blood pit.
Fair enough.
All right, well, let's flip a coin on it, shall we?
Okay.
Alright.
Skulls or tails?
Tails?
Tails it is.
What was tails?
What was tails?
I don't know, you called it. Where do you want to go?
Archie points in like one direction, just like over there.
Archie, are you even pointing at a castle? You better be pointing at the castle.
He's pointing right down the middle.
There. I like that one.
He's
left
more towards the east.
East it is then.
Very good.
Let's do it.
All right. You are tramping through the woods. Happy, kind of pushing your way a little bit through the breeze. Kind of just chatting as you're making your way through. Maybe sharing about why you became into service for She of the Shadows, what you hope to gain out of it, telling jokes, singing songs. And all of a sudden, who's leading?
I feel like Mr. Mastermind is pretty on top of things.
Yeah, I'll lead. Why not?
Very good. Burble.
Oh, I should probably mask up or something so I don't look a goblin.
Yeah, for math.
Probably.
Oh. Were we supposed to look like humans?
I mean, I think you could get away because you're cute and unassuming.
I am
But-
painted for the gods right now.
And he's gone.
I look pretty human-esque with my makeup on. My drag makeup is perfect.
no.
Oh,
Okay, let's
God.
go!
It's convincing. It's convincing.
Wow. You're gonna hold that the whole time, right? Yep. Burble,
Yes?
you are marching through the undergrowth, and all of a sudden you trip and kind of
Oh,
land
no.
like on your face a little bit, and you turn around and you see that what you tripped over is actually a dead body
Oh,
that looks like humanoid, dressed in armor, and looks like possibly they maybe no don't look like they were mauled to death or stabbed or anything. You can't really tell right away what the cause of death was. They're definitely wearing a helmet with a plume at the top, good shield, and something is clenched in their fist.
right. So, quick appraisal here. My motivation is shinies. How much is this armor and sword and shield worth?
You think you could definitely get probably 20 shinies from it.
Oh, I like 20 shinies. Alright, well, we'll sort out his hand in a minute. I'm gonna start stripping him off.
Very good.
Or
And at
her.
this point, the rest of you who are very close by, you also see what's going on. You see Burble's taking this armor off this body, this humanoid.
Bubble,
Yep.
why are you getting him naked?
Well, his armor and weapons are probably worth about 20 shinies.
Did you do this, or did you just literally fall on top of it?
I just found it.
Okay. All right. Can I try looking around some
Yeah,
of the actions?
absolutely. Why don't you roll me a die?
3?
3. So that is a fail. You look around and looks like basic woods, basic body, basic, body robbing that's going on. You folks are pretty, right up there in the minion handbook. That's what you're supposed to do.
Either this guy was dumped here, or the apocalypse is upon us and it's finally raining dead corpses, so.
Do you think it's another victim of the Tomb of Horror?
I hope not. Those bastards have had it good enough for too long. It's finally about time somebody took them down a notch. You know what I mean?
Yeah, more like the Tomb of Horror shows.
Right?
They suck.
Right?
They literally suck.
Are you getting all the armor? Don't forget every piece. Every piece.
Players suck.
I
When
know.
you
I
say
was
that,
thinking,
it's blanked out. Why?
suck. Suckle.
Well, you can suckle, but you're not allowed to suck. All right. got
I
it.
can't suck, but I'll suckle on nipples.
Oh!
Excuse me?
Sorry. Sorry.
No, it blanked out suckle and nipples.
Very good.
Maybe I just need to learn my voice more.
It didn't on me, though. It's just editing you.
Well, they know I'm a drag queen.
Oh, yeah, you filthy.
Sorry, we're getting distracted.
Okay.
I'll be putting on the armor because there's no better way to carry it. I don't think it's probably a bit big. I might tie it up into a bundle and maybe have it as a backpack.
The helmet.
Okay.
Put the helmet on. Visor down.
Yes! Helmet on, visor down, love it.
Could I?
You look very human right now.
Very knightly. It's weird considering everything that I've seen you do over the past however long we've been building this stupid dungeon.
Sybil, we said we wouldn't talk about the gizzards.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, it's still in my memory and I can't wipe it away. So
You've got armor realness going on, and I'm living for it, Burble. Burble, you're shiny level 10 right now, glistening for the gods and demons.
leaving Prince Charming gagging.
Gagging. Gagging for more realness.
Damn
We're
it,
gonna have a problem. If he's too handsome, then maybe they don't wanna...
Wait, no, this is perfect. This is perfect.
Okay.
The prince. The prince. Something about the prince. I don't know. I made a connection there, but now it's gone. Something about the prince.
See, because I said handsome.
Now, hang on.
We pretend that
We
Burble
have
is the
something
prince
here.
in a cunning
This-
display of charm and perseverance and creativity, uniqueness, nerve, and talent.
I mean, it
Yes!
would be really wild if one of us would pretend to be the prince and go, hey,
And Burble, as you pull the armor off, you are able to kind of bundle it in, put it on your back, put the helmet on, and you find that in the person's hands, clenched, is a necklace that is folded into a piece of paper.
Oh,
And written on the piece of paper is, "For my love, Princess Cecilia."
perfect! Look! Not only have I got a nice necklace, but I've also got this bit of paper what says about Princess Cecilia. So now we know her
What?
name as well.
what does he say?
For more love, Princess Cecilia.
So if you put it on, you get more love.
Right? No, they're just a paper. I'll give it to her. She'll love it.
Oh, yeah.
That makes sense.
Hang on, though. If
Is
I'm
that-
going to be a prince, I need a cape.
Shit.
A door. Don't hold out on us.
Come on.
You know that cape is my only good cape of the gods.
You can have it back afterwards.
Well, why if we
Goes
wait
well with
until
my
we're there?
outfit. It completely
What about the
makes my
second? No. The second cape. The second one.
Oh, the
the-
purple one.
The outfit
I love
change.
purple.
Oh, the purple. Hold on. Let me go to my bag.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Thank you. I'll put on the cape. There we go. Right.
Oh, wait. You got a little blood right there on the side. Just
That might
wipe
be
that
some-
off.
That might be
yeah.
some.
Is he dead?
I sh-
Is the guy dead?
Did we check
I'll
for
check.
I stab him.
Well, that'll do it, you know.
Wait, full
I
proof.
need you to make a roll.
Ooh.
And because you are using your knife, you can roll 2 dice.
2 dice. Tee.
4 out of 5.
4 to 5. So they are a mixed success. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to pick for you. You stab him, and his body just kind of like tenses up like a little bit, like you hit a nerve in his back or something,
Oh.
and
Stab
kind
him
of cut
again.
his shirt a little bit. And as you can see, what spills out from his shirt is a matching necklace.
Oh, brilliant. There's another one. Brilliant.
Oh, hey, look
Hang
at
on
that.
a minute. This is like the golden goose. It just keeps on giving. I stab it again.
And he just kind of shivers again this time, and no more necklaces.
Uh-oh. Well, I mean, I'll stab him a few more times just in case.
Coin purse, maybe? I don't know.
Maybe roll him over. Maybe like one of them things where you need to turn it over and then more comes out.
Life insurance policy we could collect on, anything really.
That's about all you find. Doesn't look like he's super well to do.
Is he dead? That's very important.
Well, he is now.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Not dead. He's bleeding out to death anyway now.
I mean, sometimes.
He done killed him to death.
Well, yeah, but think about it. We had to, really. If I turned up being like, oh, I'm the prince, and then the prince turns up like, my love, I got stabbed by a goblin out in the woods.
Oh my
It's
God.
not gonna look great, is it?
Adore is gonna get out one of her eyeliners, and
Purple.
she's gonna write on the body, death because of the catacombs of despair. Smiley face.
Hey,
heart.
hey,
Yes.
that's
Purple.
brilliant. That is
Purple.
brilliant.
Like, Archie's now like shaking Burble with his little paws, like,
What?
Are you saying that's the prince?
No, it couldn't be the prince.
It was.
Why would the prince be out here in the woods?
Yeah, I'm
Hey,
saying.
yo.
He's in a castle.
Hang on a minute.
That
I took
was-
his coin
Okay.
purse. I'll check for ID.
There is no ID in the coin purse. The only thing you find is a small scroll that's about 3 inches by 2 inches. And written
Wow.
across it is, this enables the bearer to check out 3, parentheses, the number 3, books at a time.
He's got
Is
a
that
library, card. Yeah.
Oh God, it's worse. He's a librarian.
Could I quickly check the armor to see if it's like if there's like any sigil saying like captain or prince, or like if they have anything on the armor of like filigree that would like
Yeah, no, you're right.
show the station of the level of
Does he have a
knight
name
birth?
tag?
Basically, does he have a name
Someone
tag?
chiseled it in the back.
Check if he has like a
Tattooed on the back.
star-shaped birthmark.
No, you're right, Adore. It can't be the prince, because the prince wouldn't be wandering around in armor worth only 20 shinies, would he?
Also, wouldn't the prince be wearing like a helmet that had like a crown embossed around it? I would.
Right? Yeah. So it can't be.
So,
Maybe he was.
Adore, you look at the armor and you have extensive knowledge of
Costuming.
everything, basically. Yes.
Yes.
And there's nothing really to indicate any sort of military or guild or anything like that. It's just kind of a basic adventuring armor.
This shit is basic.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's probably worth only 19 shinies, to be honest.
You know what this is, don't you? This is one of them social climbers. Just an adventurer that wants to like marry the princess so they have a castle.
Looks
Greedy
more like a
bugger.
social
What?
faller.
And I would
Yeah.
know about social climbing, so
Wait, so if you marry the princess, you get to live in a castle.
No, that's
Yeah.
not what I said, Archie. No, let's not give Archie any ideas.
I mean that's how it works.
Archie, if you just tell any princess that if they kiss you on the lips, you'll turn into a handsome prince, they'll let you live in the castle anyway. Yes, queen. Yes.
I think you're already a handsome prince, Archie. Anyway, we should do something with this body as well. Either make it really obvious or hide it somewhere.
No.
Obviously, we gotta make it very obvious.
Let's
like-
leave it here because I've already. Verbal, look at the back of him. I put dead because of catacombs
Right.
of despair.
All right, so here's what I think we
It's
should do. Then.
branding. We're branding right now. This is a branding moment.
Let's carry
Remember
him.
our brand.
Let's carry him to the main road, right? And lay him in a position so he's pointing towards the catacombs of despair.
All right, so ass up
Ass up,
with an
always.
arrow.
I
With
was
an arrow.
thinking more of a T-pose.
T-pose, great.
I do like a T-pose. A good
Like an
classic
arrow,
T-pose.
like this.
Okay, so like
How
a mix
about
of.
best of both worlds? We put him
planking
face down,
T-pose.
T-pose, ass in the air.
I like it. I like it. This will make us all better people.
It'll be our calling card, you know?
It will look a bit questionable.
I mean, he fell down face first and ended up with his
Fair
ass in the
enough.
air.
right.
Let's do
Uh,
it.
You are able to drag the body kind of sneakily through the undergrowth and everything to approach the main road and arrange this poor person in the way that you have described, pointing towards catacombs of despair. And as you survey your handiwork, it looks exactly how you imagined. Still not sure why he died, but not questioning it.
No.
This mini challenge was amazing. I think we're all winners in this challenge. Gold stars and everything to all of you guys.
You're not going to go back to the room and talk about us later, are you?
Cut to. Wow. Archie was really cute today. But, Burble really wasn't thinking all of the time. But Sybil, oh my God, does she look fierce today? Wow.
If you so much as dare to roast me, I swear to God, I will call the RCCA.
Literally, and that is like an hour of just Adore reading everyone like
To no one in an empty room, staring at the wall.
All right. So you step back into the undergrowth and kind of continue towards the town. And you can see it come up. There's a stone wall. You can see the castle in the middle of the town. And at the gates, it's about noon at this point. The gates are open, but there are guards at the gates, checking people in, checking to make sure, asking everyone their business, asking how long they're going to stay. You can kind of peer through and kind of see that that may not be the best option for people who are not humanoid. And I
It's
think
gonna be fine.
that
we
is
just
where
need to
we'll
sissy our
start.
walk. Oh.
Break time indeed. No, perfect.
Right.
Well, everyone, we are gonna take a 5-minute break. Okay, we're gonna stretch our legs, grab bios, and grab drinks as well, I imagine. And you should do the same. If you're working from home and that's not normal, and it's Saturday, so maybe you wouldn't be, but who knows? Let's go with it. Maybe you will be. I don't know. People work all the time. Hey, take a break, damn it. Just take a goddamn break, okay? I messed up the pitch. Just go and take a break. Stretch your legs. Go for a wee. I'll catch you in a minute.
Wash your
Open
hands too.
curtains. Let
Wash
the
your
Wash
sun
your
in.
hands.
Wash your
Drink
hands.
water.
Stay home if you can.
Oh, I need to. I just transitioned to the same scene. Hang on. Let's try that again. All right. Yeah. Wash your hands.
Drink water.
And just love each other.
Love each other. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you had a fantastic break. We certainly did. Let's dive right back in. Bonnie, take it away.
You have reached the castle, the castle in the town, and you are faced with a 10-foot high stone wall, one gate that is guarded by 3 human guards who are questioning all who enter. What would you like to do?
Okay.
Is there a queue?
You know this?
Yes. There are about 3 or 4 groups waiting to get in.
So I would like to. This is what a door would do, and I'm sorry. A door would go right up to the guards and be like, I am here for the performance tonight. I am Adore the Booty. You know me. I am the well-known drag superstar of the world. They are expecting me at the taverns all around the city. You must let me and my entourage in right now.
Adore. I'm sorry, ma'am. You're not on the list, and there's a queue.
I beg your pardon. Let me talk to your supervisor.
While he's doing this, I want to be going along the queue and being like, I can't believe it. We lost 3 of our number to those villains from the Catacombs of Despair. Oh, rough times are ahead, friends.
Sorry. We're gonna come back to that in a minute. Adore, the guard in front of you goes, "Hey, Jensen, this woman would like to speak to your supervisor. You can be the supervisor today, right?" Cool. And the guard from the other side comes over and he's, "Yes, ma'am, how can we assist you today?"
I'm about to play a deception. I'm just being like, oh my God, Jetson. Remember me, Adore? We met at the tavern the other week. You were coming on to me so hard. It was sickening. Sickening, I tell you.
All right. I would like you to make a roll.
Okay.
Are you using... I don't remember what your talents and tool are. If you use any of them, you can add another die.
My hair looks super sexy. Is that like I make it like into the sexiest hair ever? Maybe that'll like throw him off and give me an extra roll.
Jessica Rabbit.
Yeah, it's like super voluptuous. Like, oh my God, hello, work and cinched for the gods.
Sure, I'll give
Sweet.
you two dice for that.
So roll 2d20, 2d6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That would be a 7 or a 5 and a 2.
Mm-hmm. So we're gonna take the 5, and I'm going to say that this was talk it over. So you're trying to talk to the person.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "Oh, well, I don't really Yeah, of course I remember you."
It's okay if you don't want to admit the wonderful time that we had. I know our love is forbidden, but I will always remember that sickening love that we had shared together.
Oh, okay. And he kind of like pulls you over to the side. Listen, okay. I'm really sorry that I didn't send you a note or even a herald the next day, okay? Like, that's my bad. What can I do? Do you want to get another drink tonight, or...
I have a show at the Elf Song tonight. Here.
Great.
And we can't just wait in this godforsaken line for 17 hours. Do you know how long it takes to put on this sickening makeup?
I wouldn't use the word
Hours, darling. Hours.
Yes, okay. I will make it up to you. I'll be at the performance tonight. I just need you to pay the entry fee. I really
I'm gonna
can't.
stroke his face, just like, I'll pay anything for you, baby.
Yep, got it. Okay,
I'm just gonna walk
Yeah.
through. I would just walk through, not even pay, just like sashaying, just Those 3 are with me as well.
Oh, okay. Have a good performance, honey. And Burble, you've been talking up the catacombs of despair. You start to hear like people like, "Oh, catacombs of despair." Sir Knight, where are those catacombs of despair?
Have you got a map?
Nope.
West.
West. Okay. So like in the
Southwest.
southwest. Okay. Okay.
Tell him about the dead guy.
West, southwest.
West,
Southwest. South.
Now that's a lot of directions there, Missy. And I don't get traveling much, but I could
If
possibly.
you follow the main road, you'll see a corpse that they've defiled
That's why we ran here.
as fast as we
I
could.
thought it was rather tasteful.
Well, then I guess we need to. He kind of turns to the woman beside him. Guess we need to be finding out more of these catacombs of despair if we're gonna put them in our map and the atlas here. Thank you very much, sir. We will
Tell me,
make a note of it.
before I carry on, this is Jetsam I've arrived at, isn't it? I'm not some other place in our terrifying run.
This is Flotsam.
This is Flotsam. Oh, low, low, low.
Low. Low.
Oh, well,
Whoa!
I was
Sorry.
hoping to get to Jetsam because I heard that the Prince of Jetsam has been kidnapped by those at the Catacombs of Despair.
Oh, well, that's mighty terrible news. They didn't even know they had a prince over there. But must have been the
And
little
the
baby.
princess.
Oh, the princess. Oh
Yeah.
dear.
Yeah,
And
one
the
of
king
them.
and the queen, all of them, I think.
The whole family. It was a
Yeah.
family thing.
You know how it
whole
is. It
family.
gets lost through the grapevine. This could be Chinese whispers at this point, but someone important, definitely.
Oh dear. Well, then we should definitely put that in the atlas, I suppose. And he kind of started to second guess his motive there. But well, thank you for the news, Sir Knight, and merry travels to you. And
Can
with
I
that, you
sneakily take his bag of shinies?
you can.
If I can, I'll assist him. I can try to assist him.
There's no rules for assisting, but I think it's fair to make a ruling on this. So you get to use your regular die, your sneaky die, and Sybil's distraction die.
I'm still trying to give them the directions to get there.
Oh, there's a 1 in there,
There is a 1.
but also a 5.
Nope, just the 1. Only the 1 counts.
Yeah.
So tell me how you're trying to get his bag of shinies.
Oh, I'm gonna be like, and low! And as I go low, my hand's gonna go out to his waist and kind of grab it and try and grab it, you know, like,
Low! There is trouble all over the place, and like,
Low.
it's literally like, you know, like,
low! There's trouble everywhere! Oh, goodness!
And as you stick your hand out with low, his hand moves with surprising speed and just snaps hold of your hand. Now look at her, Sir Knight. That's not very noble of you.
oh,
Wow,
whoops.
your reflexes must
Shoves
be
your hand.
great. You
Dad,
should go to the catacombs of despair.
Sir, it's alright, sir. It's alright. It was falling. He saw it was falling, and so he was trying to protect it from falling. I was looking.
Oh.
Now that's very noble of you, Master Ferret.
Oh, so
I
it's
know
okay.
a sneak thief when I see one. Ho guard! This one here is trying to take advantage of us in queue. And one of the guard who Adoris was talking to starts coming over, Jensen.
Run! I'm off! See you later! Good luck, everyone!
In or out?
Run in.
Run in.
Run in.
Ow!
Out.
Why are you going the wrong way, you daft bugger?
All right, you two you are going back down the road. And on a natural 1, on a critical fail, you get to choose one thing that you have learned from this situation to use one time for a roll later. So what has this taught you?
Don't rob geographers.
Not to underestimate people.
Like it. You can mark that down. Add that to a roll later.
Yep. I'll write that down.
Yep, definitely. You've gone that way. The other three of you are in the town now. And Kent, I would like a one-word prompt for this town. Something in what do you see as you walk in?
Eleganza.
Yep.
Well, actually, the full word is extreme eleganza, soprandazanza, eleganza to
It's a
extravaganza.
fancy
Okay.
place.
It's a very fancy place.
Mm-hmm.
It's everything that Archie has ever dreamed of and more. The streets are swept clean and they're mirror shiny. All of these shops have these beautiful draping curtains that kind of frame the doors and kind of blow all the time, just a little bit in the wind. There's flowers everywhere. Everyone's walking around with little, teacups or goblets that they're just kind of holding. Don't even necessarily have anything in them. They're just there kind of as a prop. It's the fashion of the year to be holding a drinking vessel. Everyone has their hair done very elaborately on top of their head. Up is the style, and everyone is in style to the utmost. And you realize that y'all don't quite fit in.
Archie thinks he fits in, though.
I am sorry, my stomach is cinched for the gods. I am in a bright blue evening gown extravaganza with now purple to red hair. I think I fit in perfectly well.
But Adore, where is your drinking vessel?
Yeah, though.
My drinking
Oof.
vessel. Do I have a drinking vessel?
No, you don't.
Well, it would be cinched for the gods as well if I had a drink.
You can't cinch a cup.
Excuse me, have you not seen a wine glass?
I mean, to be fair.
Lucky for all of you, there are shops as you pass by on your way up to the castle. And you can see that some of them do hold very fashionable goblets and glasses and teacups and even maybe a wineskin encrusted here or there, if you would be interested in stopping.
Is there something in the trash somewhere?
Like a plastic one?
Like a plastic solo cup? I'm looking for like a red solo cup or something.
You root around in the trash and you find what looks like a child's handmade clay cup that has like a stamped, painted handprint on the side of it.
Yes.
Like a crack in the back, but it is definitely a drinking vessel. It might hold maybe an inch or two of liquid.
He's gonna like rub it on his little little jacket, like to sort of clean it. I don't know if he's gonna be successful at it, but and he puts like his little glasses on, very like.
Oh,
Can we all just appreciate Kai's commitment?
it's just too cute.
It's really
It's-
cute.
It hurts.
Friggin' adorable. All right. And that's what you choose to do on the way up, you make your way through the town, kind of dodging people and maybe checking out other shops along the way. But you do make it to the castle. And there are, again, guards here, but this gate is closed and nobody is being allowed inside. This wall is probably about 7, maybe 8 feet of smooth stone that encircles the castle garden.
7 or 8 feet.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to just climb it.
Out in the open,
I don't think that's very becoming of a lady.
middle of the afternoon.
I would like to lip sync for my life.
Oh no.
That's not a move of the game.
I would give you that as a cunning ploy. Perhaps.
A cunning ploy to distract while the other two kind of like slip through, because then they can go and steal the princess.
Yeah, I would give you a cunning ploy because you're trying to make preparations or attempt to create an advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
And mayhem.
Yup.
It's a little bit of mayhem. I'm gonna say my wig also will be changing multiple times throughout it, so that's another roll. And it's allowing me to fulfill my fantasy of being drag superstar extravaganza, so that would be another roll, maybe.
Okay. Sure. Why not?
Lit. And I will be lip syncing to rah rah rah. Ah.
Oh god.
Okay, just okay. So I'm gonna roll to distract the guards. 4d6. Oh god.
Wow, you really beefed it there.
I'm sorry, my friend. The guards look at you and you kind of like freeze. You realize this is your moment. This is what you've been waiting for, to get all of to have your show be the most epic show you've ever been in, the most elegant place. And the pressure is too much. You can't move. Your mouth just kind of like freezes a little bit. You can't do anything. And then you just kind of put your head down and realize that you've messed everything up, and your heart just like sinks. And would Adore kind of just stand there, or does she turn away, or does she do something else?
I feel like she, like, this is a lip syncing, like to her lip syncing, she's like dancing and all this stuff, but she has had a mask, like she had like part of her costume was like a lace mask, so they couldn't even see what I was lip syncing to, so they'd be like, what's so impressive about you just standing there with a lace front on and everything? And in that moment, despair and just like, I wasn't lip syncing, I'm a failure. And she just sits in like this dark pit and just is like, who am I? What have I become? And like just slowly just walks away from the guards and just like, no, I must redeem myself. But right now she just sits beside the wall, just like crying. Her makeup is going all like ugly tears, and like nothing is waterproof because there's no makeup that's waterproof right now. So everything is just like looking like tie-dye disaster. And that's where she's at. She's in her own cocoon of despair.
I'm just
on the
picturing
corner.
the do 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 do. You know?
Yeah.
But as she's sitting there in her despair, she realizes she has learned one lesson through this experience. And what has Adore learned?
The power of Hallelujah. She can always have a second chance to become top superstar drag queen of the world. It's called the Shangela method.
Oh my god. I know too much about RuPaul's Drag Race to know all of these terms.
I don't even, and even I get it.
God.
I get it. All right. So we'll pan away from Adore for a little bit. Sybil and Archie, you were all ready to climb this wall while Adore distracted, and that is no longer happening.
So we're down a burble. It's you and me, Archie. Adore is now crying over in the corner. I think maybe we might have screwed this up a little bit.
No, we can still go. We can make it.
Okay. So we want to get in here.
Yeah.
We've already laid the seeds for the princess missing. We need to get this prince moving.
Yes.
Burble has that note with the necklaces, which I'm assuming probably we should have, divided or something, but,
hindsight is always 2020.
I know. And anytime you take away jewels from him, he like bites a finger off, and I'm tired of that. So
Yes, it's quite annoying.
do we want to get into the castle? Go bother this prince?
We can try. If we get rejected, then we can always just try to see. I mean, they believe the door, and she's really big, and like.
I mean, they didn't believe a door. That's why she's crying over there in the corner.
Well, that I meant at the town gate. Ouch, she's crying too.
Oh, true.
And as you're trying to come up with a plan, the ground shakes. Everything rumbles. All the buildings kind of waver a little bit. It seems like there's an explosion that happened from inside the castle that's rippled out through the rest of the city. And right in front of you, the wall cracks a couple of inches. And as cries go up around the city, the people are calling, "What's going on? Are you okay?" Nothing really seems to be like toppling, except for maybe shingles here and there, maybe a basket, like a tower of baskets. You can hear from inside the garden someone yelling, "Oh, I'm sorry, that was not supposed to happen. This was supposed to be entirely safe. I do apologize. This was only supposed to be fireworks." And you can kind of see through the crack that maybe a couple inches wide. It looks like some kind of amateur mage was trying to demonstrate fireworks that have gone awry.
Everybody's kind of distracted now. We could jump the fence.
Yeah, we can do it. Oh,
I'll give Archie a boost.
I'm gonna try to weasel my way over the wall.
Okay. This sounds like don't get caught.
Okay.
So you're trying to get over without getting caught. So I would like one of you to make a roll.
Can I, on account of being a weasel, get another die?
Sure, I say because both of you are doing it, and you're trying to help each other.
Helping each other, yeah.
Do two
Okay.
dice.
Okay. I think I did it right.
You got this.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
We are the worst henchmen ever.
I had to hold on to my cup.
Archie's there with his cup, and Sybil, you're trying to push Archie up. And just as Archie gets to the top, he's kind of like starts to drop the cup a little bit.
No.
And you're trying to scrabble and grab it, and you kind of flop on top of the wall and just go, "Ooh!" Or however ferrets squeak.
That's pretty much it.
And everyone inside and everyone outside just kind of both look up at you trying to climb the wall. And they're very clearly trying to break in.
Buenos dias.
Get down from there. And you can kind of see the mage is starting to...
I'd love to.
No. You misunderstand. This is part of our act. We're part of an act. He does acrobats. He's an acrobatic weasel.
Yes.
I do cards. Would you like a reading?
Yes.
The guards come running up from the entryway, and their swords and spears are at the ready. Get down from there. And somebody kind of reaches up to kind of pull Sybil and yanks her back.
No, it's okay.
Hey,
We're chill. We're just doing. I mean, I'm saying, would you like a reading? I would like to do distraction, maybe, to pull their eyes away from Archie. And I'm using my cards. I'll be like, literally like, oh yes, I'm feeling, let's see. For you, gems. You have a lot in your future waiting for you, sir.
Okay. Let's roll. One die.
One die?
One die.
But I'm using my cards.
Right, I apologize. 2 dice.
Oh, okay. Roll 2d6 greater than 4?
Yep.
Yeah. This is always how D6 systems treat me. Always, consistently.
He takes the card. And he takes other cards out of
No,
your,
no, no, no.
and he pockets them.
Hey, you shouldn't steal. That's illegal, even if you're the cops.
Those are my grandmother's. That's very rude, sir.
Ma'am, I'm sorry. This is procedure. We need to bring you along to the guardhouse. Please stick out your arms. And he kind of pulls out some manacles.
But you want me to stick out my arms? I can't. You can't really like arrest me with my arms sticking out because.
Guard on one side and guard another. They kind of trying to like put your arms together to manacle you, and you can get violent or you can submit.
Oh God.
I'm still on the wall, right?
Yes, you are. What would you like to do?
I would like to chuck my cup.
I'm gonna roll that as a get violent.
Yeah.
Do it.
I mean, okay, hold on. Advanced dice roll. Let's go. Is that a 1d6?
We'll do 2d6 because it's just an action, and then you got your cup.
Yeah, that went fantastic. Can't see.
It kind of like swings down, like bounces off somebody's leather chest, and kind of like falls to the ground and shatters.
Shit!
It does nothing, and the guard who hit reaches up, grabs you by the tail, and is tugging you to pull you down.
Archie, sick him, and I'm gonna get violent and try to elbow a guy in the ribs.
Quick question. From where I am to where they are, how far is that?
20 feet, maybe.
All right.
You can definitely see it.
While they're doing that, I'd like to pop over the like just raise myself above, like so I'm eye level to like the guards, but I'm still like peering over the wall and be like, "Hey guys, you want to do some makeovers?"
I thought he's trying to pull me down.
And it's more of a distraction. So I'm doing it as a distraction. But like I'm sickening and I'm sickening.
I will give you that as a cunning ploy.
Cunning ploy, and
I believe.
Oh, and I'm trying to cause mayhem.
Okay, so that's 2. I don't think sickening is anything there.
No. I'm just sickening.
This is just like Ken sneakily acrobating their way across camp.
Yeah.
Could I
exactly.
use my sneak to dive into the
If I do it athletically, would they let me?
I got a 5 and a 2.
You got a 5. Okay, great. So you get to decide how you've distracted one guard.
Okay. Tell me, where are the 2 guards and what are they doing?
There are 3 guards.
3 guards. Sorry. There we
That's
go.
okay. One of them is trying to pull Archie down from the wall. 2 of them are trying to get Sybil's hands into these manacles.
All right. I think I will have distracted the one who is messing with Archie because I think Archie could then do. So I would like to be like, "Hey, you look good, but have you thought about a little concealer right here? And then what if you put a little bit of like eyeliner right there? You could get all the ladies or men that you'd ever wish for. Listen to me, I know my shit. I am a 500-pound troll, but do I look good? Yes, I do. Look at me and tell me I don't look good.
You look good.
You'd want me, right? You'd want me, right?
His hand kind of like releases a little bit. Well, yeah, I wouldn't say no.
That's right.
And Archie, you're free.
I'm gonna leg it like over the wall.
Yep. You are now inside the wall. Sybil, you are outside the wall. And did we roll for Get Violent for you?
No, not yet. Why am I doing 2? I'm sorry. Just 1?
Just 1.
Okay. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Okay, so you get to choose one of those 4 things. You don't take harm, you deal harm to them, you get out of their way, or you take something from them.
I'm gonna get them out of the way.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
pull them away from the wall. Basically, like, I'm trying to bolt for it.
Mm-hmm.
So, and they're still trying to grab onto my arms. So, kind of like pulling them away from the wall so they can't notice or react to Archie diving away.
Okay. Great. So you get them out of the, you kind of, I picture we've got two people on each side, one person on each side, and you just kind of like swing them together all of a sudden,
Yeah.
like pushing your arms and you just go, and so they kind of come together real quick and smack heads into each other.
Yeah.
Kind of stagger a little bit, but they haven't let go of your arms. But Archie is safe. Archie's gone.
A door, a little bit of help.
And does this job offer you a 401k? I'm sure it doesn't. Now, you really need to find yourself a good job, and maybe you need to find yourself a trophy wife or a trophy husband. Where's the duke? Is the prince in this castle? Maybe you should get the prince and like maybe flirt with him. You know, you could then become a king one day, Sir Guard.
So you're continuing with your distraction.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sybil, one of the guards at this point is going to try to grab you and push you down on the ground.
It's because I have pizza, isn't it?
Yes.
Ah!
He kind of like has you in the hand, has your shoulder, and he's trying to like push you, and instead you stand rock hard, and instead he almost like rockets himself backwards and cracks his head into the wall behind him and collapses, knocked out.
That's one! I'm gonna still tussling with the other guy.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm gonna use the chaos to look around if I see somebody who looks like extra fancy, like probably a prince or something like that, even in like the windows.
Yeah, you do. There is someone who looks extra fancy, kind of sitting on a bench, just kind of like watching everything. Looks like the mage was presenting the fireworks to this person. Kind of young, hair cut pretty close, strong jaw, kind of sitting with his sash kind of like thrown over his shoulder with the gold and glass drinking goblet in his hand.
My cup.
Just kind of looking over. Oh, well, is this part of the act?
Hey, you.
Yes.
I'm gonna sing you a song. You gotta listen really carefully.
Okay.
Because I know that if you sing a song, you'll remember it. But I'm not good at freestyling. So we're just gonna do this.
I want to use my my tuning fork.
Yup.
Okay, I'm gonna make a bad noise right now.
It's probably a bad noise. Archie's gonna try to tune himself on the wall. Like he's just gonna like hit it on the wall.
Yep.
Yeah, you get that noise. And you hear him go like in completely a different key.
Like, okay.
You see, he's really counting on the fact that Sybil's still like throwing hands with guards over there.
I'm drawing a blank here.
Are you stalling, or are you actually going to be singing a song?
I'm gonna be singing him a song.
Okay.
Which is gonna be
Very best.
Catacombs of despair. Have your princess. We have riches and a lot of stuff. Tell your friends I cannot rhyme. It is for fancy people. We also have cups.
I'm sorry. Are you advertising?
Perhaps.
Oh no. There's a sign, no solicitation. Please go.
It's not so much an advertisement as a personal invitation.
Those normally come in gold envelopes.
We're trying a new thing.
Oh, what courier are you with?
Despair Post.
Oh, well, that's a new one I haven't heard of. But
No.
can I leave a review? This is
Uh,
not recommended.
We
One
haven't
star.
opened up our Yelp yet, but if we'll let you know. But
alright.
I do want to stress something about we do have a princess from Sybil. What was it called again?
Are you screaming over the wall?
Yeah. Yeah.
You just hear like grunts and groans and just Cecilia!
from Cecilia?
Oh, Princess Cecilia. Oh, you have her. Oh, well.
Yes, she's real pretty, and she's been asking about you, about like people who look like you with like the strong jaws and like.
Well,
She's scared!
Yes.
That's the Guild of Adventurers promised that I could be the one rescued. So, you know, I'm not really into much of the rescuing. That's really
Well,
what we
you
had
can
talked.
trust me. I'm a woodland creature.
That's fair. All
Do I
right.
look?
I
like the
always
face of a
trust the
lion?
woodland creatures.
And I'm an elf!
I'm sorry. How many are there?
Enough.
All right. And a drains goblet, stuffs it down.
I wouldn't
He walks
even
over to
say
the
that
wall.
it's a rescue. It's more so much that, you know, you could like get to know each other, watch a movie, test out the blood pit, just get your feet wet, you know.
Watch a drag show.
Well, I'm not. No, what I would rather. Can you do you have a bigger friend that maybe could, you know, throw me over the shoulder and storm out of town, and maybe I could be rescued for a change?
I would love to.
Adore, how are you with like
see-
yeeting princes around?
You see a door just like jump onto the wall and just like, I can be your queen. I can be your kidnapper if you want me to. I am the best around. Yes, I will throw you over my shoulders and you will get caught in my double, triple chins, but they are also cinched for the gods.
Yes, all that, and this,
Well, sounds good. Mage, and he kind of turns around. Make sure this is in all the newsletters and the heralds, please. I
You
a
are
good
getting
print.
kidnapped by
Yeah.
the catacombs of despair, the COD.
Kidnapped by the COD.
yes.
Got it? Great.
Catacombs of despair. Write down catacombs of despair too. It's a heinous world of depression and despair. No one could ever rescue you from there.
Is that all hype, or is that real?
No,
We do
it's
have
pretty.
Netflix.
It's pretty bad in there. It's pretty bad, but there's a good drag show on once a week.
Tell them about the blood pits!
Oh, there's
the
blood
blood pits
pits.
are
There's a lot of
delightful.
blood pits. It's sanguine pits.
Yeah, when the light hits it just right, you'll think like it's very red.
It's very iridescent sometimes too. It's
A lady of shadow!
Yeah.
That sounds nice and epic. Madam, we should probably go before more guards. And he kind of holds his hand up.
Yes, queen. Yes, just grab on.
Whoop.
And I like literally toss her over the shoulder. His face is like slapping against the padded ass, and it's just like, let's go, sashaying and running at the same time.
And you can kind of hear, well, this is about what I thought kidnapping would feel like. Sure.
Am I still fighting with the guard?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Why not?
Can I try to avoid danger and like take the cuffs that he's trying to get me into and cuff him instead? A la Roger Rabbit.
I love it. Yes.
Oh gosh.
Jesus Christ.
Can I also get another dice because I'm trying to gain power over this guy?
Why not?
And I'm feeling pretty powerful because we just kidnapped a prince.
Can she also get like an extra dice because of the distraction that has been happening? There's a drag queen stealing the prince. There's a talking ferret and like everything. Like, wouldn't he be a little bit distracted by that situation?
Well, you make a very good case. I don't think you can argue for another player.
Okay.
Okay.
So what if there's a drag queen as a giant distraction? And a talking ferret. Hear me out, DM.
I should have seen that coming. Sure,
You
whatever.
really should have.
So that's
Yeah.
2?
Do it.
Okay. Ooh, a 5?
You got it. Okay. Okay, so Void Danger, yes, you are able to finagle, get his arms around in front of him, handcuff him, but in your haste, you end up leaving your cards there.
Shit.
But you run. You are through the town, through the gates. You are out what seems to be maybe scot-free even, because the guards have been caught so off guard.
Ah.
And you are making your escape. And I think we will pause on that side. Burble, you have run away before
I have.
all of this. Where do you
I
run to?
would like to play my mastermind thing of here's a thing that I prepared before.
Yes.
I reckon as a mastermind, I would have predicted that the three of them probably had that covered and they can sort out a prince. I mean, they can't be totally incapable. And when that person in the queue told me that we weren't at Jetsam, we were at Flotsam, I thought, oh, well, one of us is going to have to go get the princess. So, I would like to say that I've been planning this whole let's get the two of them together for quite a while. I came up with it pretty quick, didn't I, back in that meeting? Straight off the draw. Definitely not improving on the spot. I've planned this. I've already built in the forest a secret network of tunnels that go all the way to the princess's bedroom.
Yeah, absolutely. The only thing that I will say is these are tunnels that are your size. And goblins tend to be a little bit smaller than most humans.
Yes, that's fine. So,
But I've heard rumors that the princess is quite petite.
I've heard quite the opposite. I've heard she's quite capable. And so I would like to emerge. Cat hair, sorry. I'd like to emerge and at a reasonable time and be like, maybe just push the hatch up a little bit, like, psst, psst,
princess!
And you hear a hi-ya! And she stamps onto the hatch, and I'm going to roll. You do not take any damage.
Princess, I've been sent by the... Bugger, he didn't have his name stamped in his armor. By the prince!
What prince?
The Prince of Flotsam.
He can't send anybody.
I know. You are right to distrust me. I am a goblin sent from the catacombs of despair. But I'm not all bad. Please hear me out.
All right. She rips the trapdoor up and kind of grabs you by what do you have, like a shirt, a jerkin, sweatshirt?
Yeah, I've got something.
Okay.
The
she kinda
cloak.
grabs
He's
you.
got the cloak and the armor.
He's got the cloak. He's got the cloak.
Yeah.
Thank you. She
And
grabs you by the cloak and kind of lifts you straight up. Out. She's a strong woman.
She is.
Definitely
Now,
works
listen,
out in her tower.
I have this armor. His man escaped with favors for you. Look,
I rummage in my pockets and produce these necklaces and the card that says "For more love, Cecilia."
look. The guard was killed on the road, but I bought his armor of proof. The prince is in trouble. He needs to be saved from the catacombs of despair.
The man who was holding these was killed, you say?
Yes.
She kind of takes you and slams you against the wall. Did you do it?
No. I said, like a liar. I found him dead. I tripped over his body on a regular patrol. and my heart goes out to you and the prince, and maybe this other person. You know, I thought it was.
Fun. Go ahead.
No, you go on.
I don't care about the prince.
Oh.
That man was my love, Jeremiah.
Well, I mean, his name wasn't stamped in the armor. It could be that Jeremiah was captured and the prince escaped with his armor, maybe. Would make more sense as to why he died so easily.
Was he wearing one of these necklaces? Turning it over in his hand.
No! I took that one from the lost and found in the catacombs.
Oh. Well then. I don't know who it is you found, but as long as he wasn't wearing the necklace, then... All right. So, now, I'm sorry. Is it Jeremiah in the catacombs or the prince?
I'm not really sure, to be honest. Or humans. You know, how can you tell a prince from a god? I don't know. But,
That's fair. All right. Well, listen, Sir Goblin, this is very unusual, but am I supposed to, is there rescuing or is there meeting up? Are we sneaking? Are we storming? Are we dead?
well, it's really up to you. It's really up to you. I mean, I don't think you're the type to get kidnapped, really, are you?
As if.
So maybe it might be better for you to take all of your king's horses and all of your king's men and go and try and get the prince out of the catacombs again.
All right, that might work. Yes, all right. How are you at writing ransom notes? Because we're gonna need. We can't just say that you popped up in my bedroom and told me he was here. I need some ransom thing.
I am deceptively good.
I would like to dip my dagger in my arm for blood, and
I'll write it in blood, more effective that way. And then I can use my special item for an extra dice.
and I'll start writing.
Sure, why not? I think this probably is a cunning ploy.
Cunning ploy. Oh yeah, we've got that page open for a reason.
Yeah, we're being not super strict about the moves. We're using them as they work.
All right, brilliant. Well, let's do this. Whoop!
Perfect. You scratch out the most beautiful ransom note. Beautiful. Each word is each letter is in a different font, almost like you kind of cut and pasted everything. You're able to get it perfectly legible and everything. It's amazing. And she actually has the idea to kind of put a little bit of a wax seal almost at the bottom and has you scratch like a little insignia in it.
Yep. What was his name again? The prince?
Oh, Prince Marcus? Is that who we're rescuing?
Yeah, I'll do it like in them fancy books that you human types like, you know. With the big M.
Great.
There you are.
Beautiful. Okay. Wonderful. All right. How do I get to the Catacombs of Despair?
Well...
No, wait. I got it. You wear the armor, and then you can ride on a horse and show us where it is.
Yes, but no one will ever believe me that I am a mere goblin. Perhaps we could fill some parts of the armor with lots of valuable treasure that I can use as stilts, and then it'll be more convincing.
Well, we have these candlesticks, I suppose.
These would be more valuable than that. Think about it. The wax will melt, won't it?
Well,
Stuff like
gold.
That's
Candlestick.
yeah, you
You
know.
can stuff these in the legs. And then, how's your arm width? Can you hold the reins, or
I could do a
maybe
quick
not,
T
maybe
pose. Maybe not. Maybe if we put some, like, I don't know, have you got crowns or something with like little points on that we can hold the reins with?
that might work. We could also here, and she kind of takes some of her necklaces and kind of jimmies it up to like the fingers and loops it around you could like.
Oh yeah, they'll work as strings. Look at that. It's just like a puppet. Lovely.
Yep. All right. Let's do this.
I'm ready.
And you kind of walk through the hall. She's striding by, and you're just kind of like chink, 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 clinking and clattering the whole way through the kingdom. And she gets down. You saddle up the horses, call the men, and storm out of the gates. You lead them towards the dungeon, and we will pick up on that. You three are running through the... Shoot, I forgot to ask for prompts, but that's okay. We got through it anyway. Doesn't matter. You are running through the woods with Prince Marcus, kind of bumbling along. At this point, he's like, I was imagining a little bit more comfortable. The kidnapping, maybe. I am a prince after all.
Are you not calling my padded ass for the gods a sickening ride?
Well, no, I wasn't saying
How rude.
Quit jumping up and down a door. The guy is just getting
As you see
jarred
Adora, like
around.
doing, she's literally just on her tiptoes, she's like up and down, just
Gonna give him shaken prince syndrome.
I want to give a good performance.
We're
I don't want to be on
supposed
the
to get there
bottom
quick.
again.
We're supposed to get there quickly with him, not with him completely rattled.
You know a shaken prince is always good.
You're gonna turn him into a scrambled egg.
getting that stirred.
All right, I'll stop voguing, but if I'm on the bottom two again, I will have both of your heads.
We'll hear about this later in the monologue by herself.
Yeah.
It was my time to shine, it really was. And fucking Sybil over there, Archie, were holding me down, telling me that I shouldn't be voguing with this Prince Marcus, when I know that to be the top drag queen of the world, you gotta vogue at all times and sashay away, no thank you. All right, cut back to...
Trying to go through, I imagine, would we be taking the path or would we be going through the forest? Because the path might be easier to leave purposeful tracks.
I think the path would be smarter.
I mean, we would be making tracks either way. They could literally just follow us, because we're not trying to hide how to get to the catacombs.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just take the path.
Literally
Anytime
stopping
we
to
run
put-
past
we're
somebody-
putting signposts out and just like, this way to the catacombs to save the prince. Ah!
Big giant arrows. Anytime
And
we
then-
pass by somebody, go to the catacombs, we're taking him with us!
There's a smaller little signpost just going,
Waving.
Tomb of Horrors was so last week.
So you are running, leaving these up, and you make it to the dungeon, the Catacombs of Despair. And there's nobody else here, so I mean, it's just your normal people. It doesn't appear to be verbal with the princess here yet. Where do you store the prince?
Blood bit.
I think we'll throw him into a nice cage with crushed velvet.
Just the driest cave we have.
Dry cave with like maybe a lukewarm water. Enjoy your stay here at the Catacomb of Despair.
You gotta act sadder. Yeah, you gotta act like it's really hurting you.
Despair. Is that good?
Yeah, that was lovely.
I mean, I thought it was great. Yes. So I just wait here then, huh? For the rescuing.
Forever.
Yeah, if you
But not really
turn-
forever.
No, for
No,
real. You're our
of course
prisoner now.
Wait. Am I despairing?
You should be.
Perhaps.
No.
I mean, okay, that's actually
kinda-
really good. That is actually
Yeah,
really,
that
really
was
good.
Wow.
good.
Wow, that was some realness right
I
there.
felt that emotion.
Yes,
I did
queen,
despair before.
work.
It was really good.
Kind of collapses to his knees and buries his head in his hands.
Oh boy, I think we broke him.
Should we tell Our Lady of Shadows about the guy, or
We should make a report, right? Where's Burble?
he could meet her. You
Oh my
want to see the
God.
blood
Do
chambers?
you want to meet the
You wanna
Blood Queen Goddess,
It-
Darkness of Despair, Queen Drag Mother?
Yes, right? That's how it goes. They need to see me to be a
Yeah.
legit kidnapping, right?
Awesome.
Could you cry a little more though?
Yeah, make sure that you're crying when you meet her.
We
Yeah,
want her to-
yes.
But real,
Yes!
not just that fake shit.
Oh, he's really good at crying.
Okay.
Maybe
He's
we'll
really
have to
good
take
at
one of your
crying.
fingers.
No, that wasn't part of the deal.
We can't hurt him.
Oh.
It's not gonna.
Well, it's
We
only
want
for
a
the
good review.
performance. Only for
We
the
want a
performance.
good review.
We'll green screen it to make it look like he's lost a finger.
They're gonna ruin our Yelp.
I'm gonna push the cage. I'm gonna hope that it's on wheels and just kind of push it over towards the
like a
blood
trolley,
chambers.
you know,
Yeah.
like one of those moving trolleys.
Yeah.
Past the blood bits and stuff.
I mean, you could definitely have made it on wheels if you wanted to.
Oh, it's totally on
Charge
wheels.
this dungeon, so yeah. And as you enter the blood chamber, she of the shadows is sitting in her chair.
Hey,
Lounge.
Queen.
Your Highness.
She of the shadows, we have completed your task and brought back a prince.
Yeah.
A valuable commodity.
She doesn't know the
has a
full
cup.
plan, though.
He has a cup,
He's
and
got
the
a
cup
cup,
is precious.
but he's got land. He's got people who want to come to save him.
That one. I'm
He's-
interested in that one.
He's
People are
got
coming.
lots
Be
of
in the
people.
papers.
Lots of people that'll come to save him, and we can just keep him alive forever and keep a story of how he's never gotten saved. And if you save him, you could become the heir to an entire kingdom. We don't have to have anything up front. We don't give anything
Could.
up front.
Could. Don't worry, Prince. It's only a could.
He is
You're not contractually obligated to anything.
It's very good.
attractive, actually.
I told him
You
if he
think
put on
so?
some like eyeliner, he'd even get like some of the kings at him too. You know what I mean? Shadow Queen.
It's she of the shadows.
Prince.
Okay, Shadow
I'm-
Queen.
Not a queen.
Okay, but you slay. Your fierceness. I'm sorry, your fierceness.
I like it. I'll take it. Yes. You've done well. Here, and she kind of passes out about 2 shinies apiece. Yes,
Holy
you-
moly.
You've definitely accomplished your goals, and we now there was one more of you, I think. Please
I think
just put the prince right over here next to me, I think.
Is he
I
your
should-
boy toy now?
No, maybe.
Work, bitch. Work, bitch. Bitch.
His name is Marcus, and he's very good at crying, so you're gonna have to get a little bit used to that.
it's really a skill, I have to admit. Marcus, she
Yeah.
of shadows, she of shadows.
What is Marcus?
Marcus,
He's giving us
The
tears of
of-
realness
Shadows.
for the gods.
she of the shadows.
Thank you. But Marcus, that name's kind of a so-so. If you're going to stick around for a little bit longer, we may have to come up with something a little more oomph to it.
He of the dimness.
The
Yeah.
despairing prince, perhaps.
Oh,
Lord of Tears.
Lord of Tears. What do you think?
Lord.
I like
of-
Lord of Tears.
I mean, if that's what I'm supposed to do here, I can do it. Yeah, great. Your fierceness, great. He's kind of sitting huddled down in his little cage there. As she sits down and, now tell me about yourself, and kind of waves you all away.
We should go. We should go. Archie, you
look
don't.
a little better
you're-
topless though, your fierceness. You know, to the whole act, you know, of being
Rip his
a
shirt
prince.
open a little. Just-
Rip it open. You need to check out the merchandise. Yeah.
No, it makes him look sadder, like he's been roughed up.
Yes.
Love a roughed up prince, don't we?
Adore, keep it in check. Just, we'll let you deal with that. She of the shadows. Archie's eyes are too young for this. We should probably get out of here.
I am 35.
Archie, you're far too young and adorable to be tainted.
And as you all step out of the blood chamber to await the return, Burble you and all of the knights have stormed up to the entrance of the dungeon.
Not quite.
Not quite.
Because,
Oh, boy.
once again, I am a mastermind, and we left her beloved Jeremiah on the road pointing towards the dungeon. This is the perfect distraction for me to slip away, and I knew this when I passed back on the way to Jetsam from Flotsam, so I would have used a large sheet to cover another network of tunnels. I will pour all of the valuable... I'm going to slip away while she's like... I want to slip away while she's like going, ah! Jeremiah! And then getting really angry to try and go and kill us all, which is the desired effect. And I'm going to put all of the valuables on that sheet, turn it into a sack, hop into the tunnel, and collapse the entrance behind me. And the tunnel's also a slip and slide that leads directly to the Queen's Chamber. Sorry, she of the shadows.
Great. Wow. Yes. And everything goes exactly as you had planned. Yeah. Princess Cecilia is devastated. And then so incensed and heartbroken. And all of the knights with her are kind of at a little bit of a loss. They don't quite know what to do. And you're gone. You may not even have been there actually the whole time. Who knows? Who was that strange person? You come sliding down the slip and slide and just pop right out behind She of the Shadows' thrones. Right as she's kind of leaning over to the cage and just kind of like running her finger down the bars and up the bars. Yes, Burble.
Hello, your loveliness. Right. Lots to report. The princess is on her way here, right? I've nicked all of her valuables, including crowns, necklaces, scepters, you name it. I've got it all, and some armor as well. Loads of great stuff. We left her beloved dead on the road, pointing towards the Catacombs of Despair with a note on him saying, I was slain by people in the Catacombs of Despair. Really horrible. So they're going to be coming here with, vengeful fury. And on top of that, if we can keep the princess alive, we've got another person to attract even more people. And here's all the gold.
Wonderful.
Look at the other three leaving the room. Give them a wink.
You are certainly very I can't think of the word. Your work escapes is too much for words. She passes you a couple extra shinies. You get 2 or 3 shinies. Well, we best prepare the dungeon for their arrival. You don't mind if perhaps your princess is not kept alive, do you, dear? I think I might keep you for myself. He's like, well, as long as I get to be part of a tale, I don't really care, actually. I can be the despairing prince.
She of the Shadows, this is perfect. What if you don't kill her, right? But keep her alive and trapped, and she knows that you're gonna have her, prince, and then she is despairing.
All right. That sounds like an excellent plan.
This is why he's the mastermind.
This is why he's the
Yes,
mastermind.
the smartest.
Yup. All right. So you
Bonnie,
have...
thank you for this feat. It's great.
That was twice. You got it. But yeah, I saw it and I was like, I need Scrat to have this. This will be great. All right. You have maybe 2 minutes before the knights and the princess show up. Are there any preparations you'd like to do?
Fill up the blood pit.
Fill up
All
the
right.
blood pit.
I would
Right.
like to, the door to the cave is already like sealed up with because of Scrat's masterminding. It's all bundled up, right? Like
Not
right?
the
We had
entrance to the
Yeah.
catacombs, but my own private entrance.
Oh, okay. Well, I would like to set up my stage, my lights, and have some music ready right at the beginning of the cave.
Before or after the pit?
After the pit, duh, Archie.
Okay,
Uh,
I'm just
One shiny on the pit. Everyone in. Winner takes it all.
Okay,
they
one
will
shiny.
for my sickening display of lip singing extravaganza to the tune of
Horace.
to the tune of Tomb of Horror's Realness. You know that's a sweeping that new song. You've all heard it, right? It goes ma 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 ma. I will survive, but not in the Tomb of Horrors.
Would Adore maybe have recorded the song and then be lip syncing it?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
And she
I got a gold
now...
for the room that closes in with the spikes on the walls. I got 1 gold on that one. And I'm probably the expert in like redirecting them and getting them lost inside the cavern. That is it. So I'm finding my own place and getting ready to lead distractions.
Because like I want to like MC the beginning of the. I've told her fierceness, like, I want to MC your dungeon. We're gonna make it real cool. We're gonna have like some wig changes and some stuff, so they get really amped up to be like ready to take the prizes and have fun in this dungeon. They better not shoot me, because I will kill them with my sickening gaze.
I'm gonna say
Gaze.
I'm gonna put my gold on the break room, where one of the seats is a mimic.
Right?
I
That's
get
a good one.
The mimic seat, yeah.
He's hungry. I haven't fed him in a week.
You're supposed to be feeding him.
No,
Not
now he's
right
hungry.
before a raid.
And to be fair, I forgot which one of the chairs it was.
Archie.
What do you want me to try out? You can sit down if you want.
No, I have my own things to be running. Thank you,
I don't
Archie.
like my ass eaten, so like.
I'm getting in my place.
I'm setting up the stages, getting
Fill the
everything ready.
blood bits!
The blood pits.
Finally, you're all prepared, just in time. The princess and her knights arrive, and you can hear them outside. Oh, we found the entranceway. Right this way. Don't go too quick. I'm sure there's traps. And you can see Princess Cecilia's leading her men through. She sees the blood pit.
Hello, boys.
And everybody's gaze.
Welcome to the catacombs of despair. We have a wonderful catacomb ready for you. Are you guys ready to join you are the first to travel into this pit of despair, this world of pure darkness and imagination. What will bewilder your mind and cause you horror? Not the Tomb of Horror. Fuck the Tomb of Horror. That is so last week. Princess, hello. How are you? Would you all like to gather around the stage really quickly? Right here, right there where that shiny thing is. That is where we need you to be. We need you right there in that middle of... Oh, come here in the back.
The knights.
Oh, knights in the back. You need to come check out this sexy goddess realness.
You have their attention. This is not what they're expecting at all. All the knights are just kind of like walking up and be like, oh, this is a new kind of dungeon. Oh, I didn't know it was that kind of dungeon. And they're all kind of coming up. And the princess is like, what is going on?
Hello, gorgeous. Would you like to go and venture into the catacombs of despair?
And we'll say that your lip syncing, that is the signal.
Okay.
Archie, throw the switch.
I'm about to like, the music starts and I ripped my wig off and another wig just, well.
Throwing the switch!
The first trap is already set. You guys are already in a pitfall trap. What?
Whoop. The princess falls into the trap. The knights who are up there, half of them are taken out by the swinging ball of spikes. Two of them kind of run forward, try to get into the next room and kind of grab a chair for support. And it turns out it is the mimic.
And you might hear, remember to tip your servers.
Yeah. The next one comes up and it escapes the mimic keeps running and accidentally gets caught in the poison gas that someone had set up. And eventually you turn around and all of the knights are disposed of. They're all gone. And the
No,
princess
we need
is
to save
clinging-
one. I'm gonna
The
fish
princess?
one out of the pit. Not the princess. We can keep the princess also, but I'm gonna pick one that looks particularly weak and feeble. I'm gonna pick
Okay.
him out and take him back to the entrance and be like, "Now sling your hook and tell people about the place."
And remember to enter this place with purse first. If you don't enter this purse first, you die.
If you kill everyone, then there's no one to tell the tale.
Yeah.
Yes, sir,
Yeah,
of course,
give
sir. Thank you, sir. Bye. And off he goes.
Just give
Wait!
it 5 stars.
I'll
Nope,
give him
he's
a little
gone.
stab in. I'm gonna throw a knife at him.
Jesus!
Chuck a knife.
I would like you to roll a die for get violent.
I'm not using my nice knife. I'm not using my nice knife. It's not. This is supposedly a maiming blow.
Yep.
Just right in the shoulder. You know, doesn't affect his legs. He can still run.
And I'm picturing it as it is a knife that you kind of like tied a ribbon to that has Catacombs of Despair kind of written across.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We got merch.
The princess is kind of holding just by her fingertips on the edge of the tomb of the blood pit, and you're able to pull her out, throw her in another cage.
I grab her by her arms. I'm like, isn't this just a wonderful catacombs of despair? Did you enjoy it?
I guess.
Well,
But-
you're gonna meet the fierceness. The
Wait
Queen of
until
Shadows.
you meet our manager. She is
She is
the best.
She's
gorgeous.
delightful.
You're able to throw her in a cage, wheel her into the room, and she of the shadows is extremely pleased. It
So
promotes you
only
all.
one survivor, but maimed by Burkle.
Well, that is excellent numbers. Someone to tell the tale, and it is an epic tale, is it not?
A lot of them died in my pit trap of realness.
The pit trap always gets them right off the bat.
So great. They think they're at a drag show,
Yeah.
and they're at a dead show.
Right into the blood
cough
pits.
Up, cough up. The pits.
Yeah,
always
yeah,
work.
yeah,
Come
yeah.
on.
The pits always work.
Right
You
by the
only get it
entrance.
because you only win because you say it first.
The mimic got one.
Yeah, it's about who got the most, Archie.
No, the mimic got
Very
2.
good on the mimic.
Okay,
very
but they
good on the
only
mimic.
got the pitfall because of my awesome drag.
I'm pretty. Didn't you have your money on the swinging spike that was because of the awesome drag?
Well, I didn't actually bet. I forgot to. I was putting on my makeup.
Oh,
Well,
then
we
it
can
doesn't
bet
matter. You have
again the
nothing
next
lost, nothing
time.
gained. Yeah, exactly.
We'll just say it's equal now, and then the next time we'll do bets before, because we'll have time to set up.
We just need more mimics, I think.
I'm gonna try to get
But
some. I know a
remember,
guy.
he saw all of them traps, so we're gonna have to change everything up a little bit.
I'll just get more mimics.
She of the shadows kind of calls your attention. You have all done extremely well. I would like to promote you to Minions Overseers. It comes with a pay raise and better chambers. Now, we have our treasures.
I'm not sure
The
about
treasure-
going abroad, though. Do we have to be minions overseas? Can we not stay here?
Well, someone has to go overseas. But you can now delegate if you
We're gonna go international. We haven't even created a chain yet.
Am I an
This is
international
business
star now?
This is questionable businesses.
Miss Sybil, I know what I'm doing. We have
Okay.
the treasure for the world, and we have my treasure. And I think that we have done very well today. Thank you all for your service. And that is where our story will end.
Cut to a door just going, and really, it was all me, not them. They did nothing. They're all low class drag. They don't beat their face like I beat my face. Really, this hair got everyone to know who the real star is. I am coming for you, Queen of Shadows. I will be
shut
queen.
the camera down now.
Well, what a fantastic, surreal, strange ending to this absolute chaos that was a For the Dungeon one-shot. This is great, everyone.
Thank you.
Let's Bonnie, fantastic. Let's go around and say hi to everyone. We were playing For the Dungeon by TabletopCrow. I saw them in chat earlier. Also, let's go around and say hi to everyone. We'll go the other way around and start with Kai Academic.
Hello everyone, I'm Kai. I can be found as @academic on Twitter. I cannot be found in any shows or anything like that because I'm not doing anything this season. But do hang out with me on Twitter. I'm mostly playing Animal Crossing, so like it was delightful doing this. It was so much fun.
Hearing the intro, if you could have been a fly on the wall, like literally, it was just like pretty much Kayla and Kai talking Animal Crossing. It was hilarious. Next around, let's go to Kent.
Hi guys, I was playing the one and only Adoradel Booty, Dragstar, Superstar, International Queen Goddess now because everything. But that was so much fun. Thank you, Bonnie. That was amazing. I am Kent Weaves. I stream when my internet lets me now. But anyway, I had so much fun, and you can find me here, there, everywhere. I'm pretty much everywhere. Okay, that's me. Okay, bye-bye.
That Kayla person. Oh, hi.
Oh, hi. I'm that Kayla person. God, this was so much fun. I love being back in the seat with all of you guys. You are the best. I look forward to doing more soon. So I love you guys. Find me on Twitter, that Kayla person. Yeah.
Fantastic. And last but most certainly not least, our master of disasters, our she of shadows, the delinquent running this dungeon for our pleasure, Bonnishka.
Oh, hi. I'm Bonnishka on Twitter. I don't really stream a whole lot, but I love it when I do. Thank you all for playing. I barely had to do anything. Y'all were fantastic. So thank you so much.
No, thank you.
Wash your
Thank
hands.
you so much. Wash your hands. Okay, everyone, here's how it's going to go. We're going to put 20 minutes on the clock. I'm going to go set up the next game. The next game is going to be a good society game, where we will be playing a Jane Austen style thing. Do I understand the rules of that game? No. Will we get through? Yes. We'll see you in around 20 minutes. He says still putting clock on.
What a tone shift that's going to be.
Oh, it's going to be crazy.
I love this though. This was
20
such a
minutes on
great
the clock.
start.
Oh, it's been fantastic. We'll see you in 20 minutes, everyone. Keep on evoking emotions, and I'll see you later on. Bye!